Man, Omo, the way they follow this P2B property matter for Ikeja GRA, it no one end though. Now, if you are on Nigerian social media, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, my people, my name is Oba, and welcome back to Oba's Trending Gist, where we dey chook mouth for the matter with the shake ground. Now, remember the first time they demolished the fence of this property? The internet caught fire. Everybody was shouting that the government was attacking Peter Obi because of his politics. Fast forward to now, and it's happening again, but this time, the question people are asking are getting sharper. Is it really political persecution, or is there something more to this story that we are not seeing? First, let us watch the video Peter Obi himself posted. Then we'll break down the A to Z of this wahala. So sit back and take a watch.
On the 24th of June, I came here because the property belonging to a company owned by my brother was being destroyed and pulled down illegally. And I said, what is happening? Eventually work was stopped. The court ordered even that work should stop, and it was stopped. But I noticed that on weekends, they will come and continue the work. As you can see, the building, the land has been divided into two. They marketed it, a new fence has been built, and they are busy clearing the debris to make it an empty land. And this is what is happening. And since that 6 weeks, I've been flying, appealing for people to show me who said he is the owner of the property so I can discuss with him. I've never seen the person, nobody have appeared, but people are working here every day. So you can see they've marketed it into two.
This truck should be impound, period. Block their body down. There's no stuff.
That's why the fact that there's a court order saying nobody should walk here. They continue to walk here. The question is, what type of government do we have? What we are asking, what type of government do we have in this country where court will issue an order saying stop work and people are busy still working?
This is illegal construction.
You can see the tractors and
The tractor, you can see everything.
and these only happen during weekends.
They only do it on weekends. They don't do it on a weekday.
All right. So you don't see them for yourself, Abi. P2B is on the site. Just rubbles everywhere. You can see a brand new wall being built, dividing the land into two. There's a bulldozer, there's a tipper truck, and the workers are just standing there. According to him, he came there on June 24th when the demolition first started. And I remember that time now, when carry camera and all that go to that place. He said a court issued an order for all work to stop, but he noticed that on weekends, the people behind this come back and continue the work, ignoring the court. He's frustrated, asking, what kind of government do we have? He sounds like a man at his wit's end. To even make the matter more serious, he dropped a very long statement on his X handle. So let me read the key part for you. He said, and I quote, "It is profoundly disheartening that, notwithstanding the pendency of several applications before the court, the individual who unlawfully entered the premises of Next Food Limited in Ikeja GRA has continued to act with brazen impunity. I have spared no effort in trying to identify and reach out to the woman who lays claim to the property. Regrettably, all such efforts have yielded no fruitful outcome, as she remains evasive and inaccessible." Now, on the surface, this looks like a clear case of injustice, right? a powerful faceless person is using might to grab land, disrespecting the court and victimizing a popular political figure. Case closed, Abi. Not so fast. As with everything for this Niger, the matter get leg. And the comment section on this post, people are not holding back. And this is where the critical analysis comes in. We'll start with the people who are questioning Peter Obi and his approach. They believe this is more of a social media pity party than a genuine cry for justice. First off, at Ridwen, he said, "My opinion, for the court to have taken such action, there must be a plaintiff and defendant. The stop work order of the court must have been served by a bailiff to who on behalf of the defendant. You cannot claim parties are in court and are required to maintain status quo, yet claiming you don't know who took possession of the property. Peter Obi, you are a former governor, for crying out loud. You know this simple process of fighting criminal possession of property. Faceless individuals cannot take over your property or your brother's property, that's in brackets, just like that. And the next action you take is coming on social media to weep like a kid deprived of lollipop. Social media is not an entity of constitutional authority. Who did you, your brother, take to court? This is the question. Setting up camera and ranting to garner emotional support won't pull down the brick fence behind you here. Take lawful action by inviting the police into this matter. Someone will show up and then you can iron out the issue. Blaming government for your own incompetence in solving a civil matter is at best a lame attempt at gaslighting people into believing you are being prosecuted." The next, Kayode_MK, offered a more, let's say, professional critique. He wrote, "With all due respect, sir, one gets the sense that this dispute is being tried more on social media than in court. Why you appeal to the sanctity of the judiciary is noted. The notion that parties must automatically maintain the status quo is not absolute, particularly in possession-based disputes, where equities often differ. If your opponent remains evasive, it may be because public sentiment was courted before legal clarity, an approach that often backfires. You can't seek an amicable resolution after public critiques and expect good faith in return. Let the court do their work. Social media may offer outrage, but it can't enforce orders. Litigation is strategy, not sentiment. Engage your lawyers, sir, not the algorithm." Another one, then there's Toyin Balogun, who came with straight fire. She said, "It's quite interesting how you've chosen to turn an ongoing legal matter into a social media pity party. If there are several applications before the court, as you claim, then the proper place to ventilate your grievances is inside the courtroom, not online, fishing for public sympathy. You speak of brazen impunity and status quo, while conveniently painting yourself and your brother as helpless victims, yet you fail to acknowledge that this is a dispute between parties with competing claims, not a one-sided inversion story. Selectively narrating events to your audience while avoiding the full context is not only misleading but also undermines the same judicial process you claim to respect. If you truly believe in the court authority, stop grandstanding on social media and let judges decide the matter. Anything else is just emotional manipulation to sway public opinion in your favor." And finally, in this camp, we have the very direct comment from Updates Boys. "See who won't become president," with laugh emoji. "Is your brother deaf or dumb that he can't speak for himself? You are just too ashamed to come correct and claim it instead of disturbing your brother after you've lied to everyone that you don't have property outside your state. Shameless grandpa." Heavy stuff, but no be everybody there against Amo. His supporters are firing back with full force, believing this is a clear political attack. So let's look at the comments in support of Peter Obi. First is ADC Vanguard. "The presidency's silence on this blatant disregard for the rule of law is nothing short of complicity. It is a shameful addiction of It is a shameful abdication of responsibility, emboldening lawlessness, and eroding the very foundation of justice in Nigeria. This impunity reeks of a government that either endorses or is too weak to confront such brazen act. The judiciary must not be mocked, and the public orders must not be trampled by those who think themselves above the law. Nigeria deserves better than this chaos. In solidarity with Peter Obi, who stand for justice and accountability in the fight against lawlessness. That is from, what did he call himself? ADC Vanguard, okay? So the next one is Somto Chukwu added a personal touch saying, "This hurts me to the bone, chai. There's nowhere such can happen without help of those in government," okay? And the so-called governor who said he doesn't have a hand in it can't even stop it. They collude. Make government come, they put mouth for, make governor come, they chook matter for inside land matter. Okay? And for the violence corner, we have Honorable Ayodele Markwell, or whatever he called himself. Sorry for that. Now, madness, they use cure madness. She or whoever knows you are a peaceful person, this is why they have continued to build. If them try and with Wike, by now, tears would have been used to make Eba. Oh my God, they know Wike, they know what Wike is made of. If powerless as I am, if someone demolishes my property, then split it into two. Dynamite will solve the problem for us all when they hear the sound like 3 to 4 times. Let me see who will go there to lay claim again. He laughs. Niger, I held thee. And lastly, from Big Plug Autos, a comment from that takes it to the 2027 election battlefield. I'm just happy all of this is happening. This is clearly APC's doings. Come 2027, it's going to be APC's versus Nigeria. A lot of your leaders are going to jail. You all think Peter Obi is soft and easy to push around, but he's just staying calm for now. Let him get power. Many of you won't even be able to run by road or by air. Nowhere will be safe. Many of you will be smuggled out of the country in a casket. Accountability is coming. Wow. So there you have it. The full 360-degree view of the Bege. On one hand, you have a former governor crying out about impunity and a blatant disregard for court orders. He seems to be a victim of a lawless system. But on the other hand, you have people asking very valid questions. Who is the other party in this dispute? Who exactly did the court serve the stop work order? Why is Peter Obi the one speaking and not his brother, the supposed owner? And why is this battle being fought so hard on social media? So I am throwing this final question to you, my people. What do you really think is going on here? Is Peter Obi a victim of political persecution by his powerful enemies? Or is he using his massive public profile and social media to gain an advantage in what is essentially a private civil dispute? Is this about justice, or is it about winning the court of public opinion? Let me know your own sharp analysis in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and most importantly, subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist so you don't miss out on the hottest gist as they drop. My name is Oba. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.